Hey, adventure seekers. Today, we're exploring Mundaú Beach in Brazil, where river meets ocean and the dunes turn into giant water slides. Get ready for a private catamaran tour, snorkeling in the rain, and some epic slides that might just knock you off your feet. Literally, let's go. Our day kicks off by taking us beyond the beach, into the water, between waves, and through the heart of Mundaú's natural beauty. The hotel offered catamaran tours, and lucky for us, we had it all to ourselves. Just us, the crew, and the open sea. We left directly from the beach in front of the hotel, cutting into the ocean and carefully gliding over the rocky reefs. It's wild out here, but the crew knew exactly how to read the tides and currents. Once we crossed into the river, everything changed. The waters turned calm, peaceful. We passed the little village of Mundaú, its docks, fishing boats, and simple life drifting quietly by. We made our way up to the sand dunes, and this is where the real fun begins. Locals here have gotten creative, building giant slides down the dunes using tarps and pumps to keep them slick. It's like a natural water park, right by the river. For just a couple of bucks, you get 3 rides down. And of course, I couldn't resist trying it out, with a surprise I wasn't expecting. The wet sand makes it a bit easier to climb, but honestly, after a few times it feels like a full-on workout. Okay, here's where things got, let's say, educational. On my very first try, I had this brilliant idea to go down holding a GoPro. To get that epic first-person shot. Yeah. Turns out the water hits way harder than it looks. The camera smacks straight into my nose. Boom. Instant bump and a cut. Lesson learned. Next time, hands-free. Or maybe just strap the GoPro to a helmet. The catamaran crew was great. They came over with gauze to stop the bleeding. As soon as it stopped, I remembered I still had 2 slides left. This time, hands-free. No camera, just the ride. I asked someone else to film it. Honestly, no regrets. Totally worth it. Time really flies out here, each landing a little different. From above, you can really see how steep these slides are. The drone gives you the full picture, tarps stretched down the dunes and that river waiting at the bottom. And there it was, right at the top, a single public phone, just sitting there, middle of the dunes, no roads, no buildings, just sand and this lonely phone booth. In case you feel the urgent need to call someone about your life decisions before sliding down a tarp into the river, I wonder if it works. And yeah, you could also slide down on an inflatable tube if you wanted to mix it up. We still had some time to relax and enjoy the warm river water, but we had to keep an eye on the time. We didn't want to miss the sunset out at sea. Leaving the river and heading back into the ocean meant one thing: facing the waves head on. That was going to be fun. We made it through the waves and back into calmer waters. Our timing was perfect, just in time to catch the sunset. And let me tell you, it was pretty magical. The next morning, we went on our second tour, snorkeling in the natural pools at low tide. They only run this tour during full moon and new moon days, when the tides are just right. This was the first day of the new moon. Technically it worked, but conditions were far from ideal. And to top it off, it was one of those rare cloudy days. By the time we reached the reefs, it had started to rain. Luckily, the ocean here is warm, so once you're in the water, you don't feel cold at all. These reefs are part of the extensive northeastern Brazilian coastal reef system. Unlike classic coral reefs, they're mostly made up of sandstone formations mixed with calcareous algae. The water was a bit murky and visibility wasn't great, but we didn't let that stop us. I did my best to film underwater, even in the low light. At low tide, large sections are exposed, creating natural pools perfect for exploring. When the tide comes back in, they're fully submerged under the waves. They also act as a natural barrier, softening the force of incoming waves and protecting the shoreline from erosion. The rain finally stopped and sunlight started fighting its way through the clouds. So I decided to give snorkeling another try. This time was a little better, but the tide was already rising, and the current was starting to push us away. Every now and then, the sun tried to peek through the clouds, and just as the lights started getting good, it was time to go back. The tide was rising, and out here, the ocean doesn't wait. Still, we got to enjoy it somewhat. It was worth the experience. But it does make you wonder just how amazing this place would be on a perfect day. Two tours, one place, so many moods, and even more stories. That's Mundaú. You know it's a good spot when it's time to leave, and it still leaves you wanting more. Later that afternoon, we were treated to one last beautiful sunset before heading back to Fortaleza the next morning. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video if you enjoyed coming along with us on this journey. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in our next adventure.